The Democratic Party maintains the majority in the Senate, and the Republican Party regained the control of the House of Representatives. American people spoke, and the results were a little bit different from what people thought before the voting day. I'm Yu, your navigator in this channel. The Republican Party has won 218 seats in the House. Majority. Vote counting is still going on. We still need to wait for the full results, but the landscape of the Congress is now visible. What's clear is that the Republican Party didn't win as many seats as predicted, and the influence of former President Donald Trump was not as powerful as the Republican Party expected or the Democrats feared. Trump announced on November 16, 2022, he would run for the second term. Reviewing the midterm election must be a way to know how possible his re-election would be. Let's check it out. Hi again. First of all, let's see the current tallies. The Senate. The Democrats have won 50 seats and the Republicans 49. There's still going to be a runoff in Georgia on December 6, 2022. With Vice President Kamala Harris as the President of the Senate and also as a tie-breaking voter, the Democrats will keep the control of the Senate with the help of two independents who caucus with the Democrats. The House. As of November 18th, the Republican Party has won 218 seats and the Democratic Party 212. Let us briefly review what has happened since the voting day. First, let's see the Senate race. The battle for the Senate was literally neck and neck. When the week of the voting day ended, the Democrats had won 48 seats and the Republicans 49. Then both Democrats and Republicans needed 2 more seats to win majority. Then came a projection from Arizona. Incumbent Democrat Mark Kelly defeated a Trump-endorsed Republican Blake Masters. At the time, Georgia had already announced to hold a runoff in December, so the focus shifted to Nevada. And in Nevada, too, incumbent Democrat Catherine Cortez Masto defeated Trump-endorsed Republican Adam Laxalt. Without waiting for the result of Georgia, the Democratic Party won 50 seats, the number that the party can maintain the control of the Senate. How should we evaluate this outcome? The elections were extraordinarily close and tight, but in a word, the Republican Party didn't win as many seats as expected. Trump-endorsed Republican candidates won many seats. In Wisconsin, one of the battlegrounds, incumbent Republican Ron Johnson was re-elected. He is a 2020 election denier and endorsed by former President Trump. On the other hand, a Democrat won in another battleground, Pennsylvania. Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman defeated Trump-endorsed Republican candidate Dr. Mehmet Oz, flipping the seat. This is the only flip in the Senate elections, but Fetterman's victory is very symbolic. Before the voting day, media reported the projection of real clear politics U.Project also used the projection in Part 3 video. Let's review it. Here it is. The pre-election projection by Real Clear Politics was Democrats 44 and Republicans 48. And there were 8 toss-ups. What were the results of the 8 toss-up states? This is the list of 8 toss-ups. The Democrats won in 6 states. Wisconsin is the only state the Republican Party won. Of course, the Republicans won in some other important states like Ohio and North Carolina. We don't know yet the result of Alaska, where 2 Republican candidates face off. Trump-endorsed candidates have won in 14 states. But if you take a closer look, all of them are either incumbents or those who are taking over now Republican seats. And there's no flip. I hope you understand how difficult it would be to defeat an incumbent. So again, I must emphasize the significance of one seat the Democratic Party won in Pennsylvania. The battle is not over. On December 6th, there will be a runoff in Georgia. And as you are aware, Georgia is important for the next presidential election in 2024. Still, we must keep watching the battle in Georgia. It's a runoff between incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock and Trump-endorsed Republican Herschel Walker. If the Democratic Party wins in Georgia, the seats of the party will increase by 1. Now let's move on to the House of Representatives. The Republican Party has won the majority in the House. But it's obvious that the Republican Party failed to gain as many seats as they expected or predicted. Let's compare the pre-election projection by Real Clear Politics and the current number of seats. This is the bar chart U.Project made based on the Real Clear Politics projection as of November the 5th. That is 3 days before the voting day. It estimated 174 seats for Democrats and 228 seats for Republicans. So at this point, the Democratic Party has already won 38 seats more than predicted. Media and research institutions were predicting that the Democratic Party would lose a sizable number of seats in the House. And many media, not only American, but also international media, reported this projection. 3 days before the voting day, there were 33 toss-ups according to Real Clear Politics. This is the list. They include open seats as a result of redistricting, but 31 are currently or formerly Democrats, which means there is a possibility that Democrats might lose all these seats. Then, what were the results? The U.Project's count is that Democrats defended 25 districts among the 33 toss-ups. So the Democrats either defended or flipped roughly 76% of the toss-ups. On the other hand, the Republicans flipped 3 districts but lost 1 district and now waiting for the result of 4 remaining districts. More visual images here. The Republican Party flipped 3 seats of Democratic Party. The Democratic Party also flipped 1 Republican seat. The other seats were defended by Democrats. Now, 3 seats are leaning to the Democrats, and 1 seat is leaning to the Republicans. California's 34th district is still counting the votes, but 2 Democrats are competing, so the district is supposed to be taken by a Democrat. What's more, the pattern of midterm elections is the president party loses seats, as Gallup reported that the Republican Party lost 40 seats in the House in 2020 elections, with then President Donald Trump's job approval rating at 40%. President Joe Biden's job approval rating is now exactly the same, 40%. If this theory is correct, we shouldn't be surprised even if the Democratic Party lost 40 seats. It seems that things did not go that way if not the Democrats are winning. Can we say that the House race was a victory of the Republican Party as expected or predicted? Obviously not. As already reported in many media, there was no red wave. President Biden said in a press conference held on November 9, 2022, the next day of the midterm elections. He said, "It was a good day, I think, for democracy. And I think it was a good day for America." Of course, with the House of Representatives in the hand of the Republican Party, last half of President Biden's first term will be tough. The budget will not easily be passed in the House. President Biden must be thinking of managing the inflation, but big expenditure will probably be checked by the Republican-led House. It's not only domestic issues which are likely to be affected. Kevin McCarthy from California is nominated as the next House Speaker. He's already suggested the Republican-led House would oppose to more aid to Ukraine. And what about the Fed of Select Committee to investigate January 6th attack on the United States Capitol? It could be dissolved. Former President Donald Trump has announced that he's running for the second term. The battle for the presidential election has already started. I'm Yu. Thank you for viewing this video. In the next video, I'm going to analyze the effectiveness of Trump endorsement and the implication of the midterm elections to the presidential election. So see you soon, and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye.